Hello and welcome to Rahul Sudan Value Podcast. Today's guest needs no introduction, but there is one special thing about today's guest is he's actually a startup specialist. अब आप लोग वंडर करेंगे कि स्टार्टअप स्पेशलिस्ट क्या होता है। उनके 30 साल के एक्सपीरियंस में जब भी किसी ने उनसे कहा कि ये कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं चलेगा या ये प्रोडक्ट या सर्विस नहीं बिकेगी, तो उन्होंने वो ही करके दिखाया। टाइम से पहले किसी भी चीज़ को लॉन्च करना और उस प्रोजेक्ट को सक्सेसफुल करना, ये उनकी खासियत रही है। आइए मिलते हैं प्रदीप जी से। हेलो सर।
Hello, Mr. Rahul. It's a pleasure to be here with you. The person who's been a doyen of, fighting for the rules and regulations for the direct selling people. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
सर 30 साल 35 साल में you have done various projects from being somebody who worked in a water to healthcare to wellness to cookware, सभी टफ प्रोजेक्ट्स आपने सेलेक्ट किए, बट आपका लेटेस्ट प्रोजेक्ट जो है शिशु, ये कैसे शुरू हुआ? व्हाट इज द आइडिया बिहाइंड शिशु एंड हाउ डिड दिस नेम कम अप एक्चुअली?
It's actually a very interesting question that you have asked, Mr. Rahul. I must say the name SHISU actually originated from the concept that we wanted to start something as a very small and to really scale it up quite big, and this has been amplified through our logo, which shows a young baby trying to reach for the sun. That's the logo which signifies the vision of the company. As you very rightly said in the beginning, that we have taken up projects which was always challenging. Okay, but I feel that what is challenging is always rewarding.
True.
So we thought that today the kitchens of India have been using a lot of cookware which is highly coated with Teflon, and which we all understand is not so good for our system. So we wanted to bring about a cookware which over a period of time should be able to replace every possible kitchen that's available in India. So that was the vision at which we started, and we feel that the opportunity is plenty, and we hope to reach where we want to be.
Sir, you want to reach every kitchen of this Indian market and probably global market also. How big is the market size? I mean, is kitchen cookware a very big market you want to play around with, or it's a very small market and you become a niche player in that market segment?
Initially, as we started, since the pricing of the products, etc., is a little on the higher side, we look at covering at least 20 million in the first year of our operation in this financial year. Now, when we talk about 20 million, then we talk about seeing how through our production from our factory to see how we can bring down the pricing so that this product is available at every home. It should be reachable for any middle and low middle class family.
So you're looking at a market size which is pretty big, because I mean, if it's over 1.5 billion people in this country, so obviously you're looking at about 10-15% who can afford a premium cookware or a healthy premium cookware, the way you put it. How does the selling happen? I mean, isn't it a very tough sell to sell this product? I mean, can people buy off the shelf, or you have to showcase this? What is the whole idea strategy behind it?
See, you have actually thrown light on something which is a challenge as of today, but it would be something quite different tomorrow. As you all know that at every home, every housewife do not purchase a cookware which is not beyond 3,000, 4,000 rupees. Okay.
True.
So when they come across a SHISU cookware, which may be quite sometimes double the price, so they are very hesitant that what could be so special about this cookware which demands such a price. Okay. So as of today, we need to show them what this does. But thanks to the social media and the other cloud-based apps and stuff like that, unlike in the past, it's just a matter of time before everybody knows about it.
True.
So we feel that we could probably reach the numbers that we have in our mind much faster than what we would have probably happened had we started 10 years back.
So how does the market acquisition happens or the capitalization happens? And because it's a very tough product. I mean, I'm sure logistics would also be quite a hassle. I mean, it's not a small product that goes from probably a warehouse in Gurgaon or Ahmedabad to probably northeast or south.
Yeah, as of today, we are operating out of state-based. So we have stock points which cater to the delivery of the customers. And since it's a presentation-based selling, so it's not that, somebody shows a presentation and we have to send it to Kanyakumari. So it all happens in the same state and the vicinity within, maybe 30, 40, 50 kilometers within where they stay, not beyond that. So right now, that's what has been happening. So logistically, it's not a great challenge because the size of the cookware is the same size that everybody is using. The only difference that we have is these are slightly heavier and these are more long lasting than what we normally get in the market. Incidentally, we give about 30 years guarantee on our product.
30 years?
Yeah, wow. 3 years we give because that's the kind of quality that we have ensured while we manufacture this cookware.
So I was going through one of your social media references, and I read a very interesting thing which was empowering women through cookware. Now, empowerment also means that you will have to nourish and nurture those leadership. So how does leadership development happens, or how does these women who are primarily a kitchen user, they're converted into a leadership where they take responsibility of a big, developing a bigger business model? So could you throw us some light on how does the actual nourishment or the nurturing of this leadership happens?
I must say that if you have noticed, the tagline of SHISU is, "We care for you." You see, when we have people joining SHISU, incidentally, about 98.2% of who has been associated with SHISU are all women. Okay, and they all come from an ordinary background. Okay, many of them may not be fully or qualified, educated lady. Okay, but they are all highly skilled in cooking because they know how to do it. Okay, so when SHISU started, we thought we should use something where they're already skilled at. That's why we chose a business which deals with women, because we believe that with cookware, these people are already very well skilled because that's their home daily routine. And SHISU believes that every homemaker is the best manager in the industry.
True.
Because she manages her home, her husband, the kids, the father-in-law, mother-in-law, everything. So we feel that she's a born manager, and we at SHISU can in cash empower and really upscale this skill by making them feel very secure and comfortable being associated with SHISU.
Great, sir. So now the cookware is one range where you have complete control. What the vision for, let's say, another 5 years looks like? What are the product additions you might look at, the categories? Or would you look at completing the entire range for kitchen, or focusing only on the cookware?
See, right now we have almost about 12 ranges of cookware. Incidentally, this is the second best after the world's best leader.
Wow.
Okay. And I'm very happy that within a small time span of a year and change, we were able to bring 12 such models available for our customers to choose from. Secondly, which you were talking about, yes, we would like SHISU to be associated as a complete solution for the kitchen.
Okay.
So we have begun with cookware. As you very rightly said, the kitchen is where everybody spends at least half of their lifetime. So we would like that place to be one of the best places.
So one of the best place, obviously in a house, is the kitchen, and everybody can vouch for that. There's no point. Now, best places to work comes from also a good management. You know, people look forward to work with organizations that have a good management skill. So, a personal question, sir. Whom does Pradeep sir read? You know, whom does Pradeep sir follow for management guide? You know, whom does Pradeep sir looks at the Instagram or the YouTube videos to get inputs about the management?
Of course, it would be, what do you say, very unfair if I have to pull out just one name.
Top three would also do.
That, that he or she is the one who actually kind of motivated me, or the one who really gives me the energy every morning. But I must say, with one name, Mr. Shiv Khera has been a very, very influential person for me.
Wow.
Because of one thing, that his simplicity in how you manage has actually enthralled me a lot.
Wow.
Okay. And I, as we have also noticed, that we would like to keep everything as simple as possible. Okay. So when we talk about training, when we talk about empowering leader, from that book I realized that, you see, everybody gets excited when they are rewarded rightly, encouraged rightly. Please understand, rightly, at the right moment. Okay. Because encouraging somebody a little later is no meaning than encouraging them at time. So you need to pay people on time, you need to encourage them on time, you need to enhance their skill on time. So I believe that when you do these things at the right time, many organizations have noticed that they say, "Pehle ye sara khatam kar lo, baad mein hum ye dekh lete hain." It goes into that kind of a mode.
True.
So I believe that should not be the approach. I believe that whatever has to be done, if it is done promptly, if there's a reward program, okay, you cannot say that, look, we have some issues, so your reward will be given 3 months later, because recognition not on time is as good as recognition denied itself.
True.
Okay. So SHISU believes that once you are able to make the environment very secure, very comfortable, okay, then they are open to take and absorb whatever we would offer them, so that their skills are enhanced.
Shiv Khera ji, you've mentioned a great name. I say we still read the book You Can Win. It's one of our favorite books to go through it. Pradeep sir, are the people that follow our channel, the people who are subscriber to our channel, are young people also, they're young entrepreneurs, and from D2C market also, they're people from online industry, e-commerce industry. I think one question they will actually ask you, why you chose direct selling for cookware? Wasn't an e-commerce model or an Amazon, Flipkart model would have worked better for e-commerce? So what was the reason of choosing this model then?
See, it's just a matter of time. Maybe 7 years, 10 years later, this will be a product which will be there on e-commerce. But right now, it's too early for us to put this product on the e-commerce portal, because of the factor that it is differently priced, and nobody has any clue on what your food would taste if it is cooked without oil and water. So when I say that you can make your food without oil and water, so the first thing that comes in, might not be very tasty, and do I have to pay a big price for an untasty food? So that's the challenge that we are facing through, and it's just a matter of time when people know that, acha, this is something reckoned with.
Without oil and water, in fact, the first time when you told me that we cook both the foods, my second reaction was, will it cook the vegetarian only? Will it cook the non-vegetarian? Will it have all the things could be cooked together? Or is, let's say, it's just cooked and no taste? But yes, we are all looking forward to the tasting session for this product line that you are, the SHISU is selling actually. It's a very, very exciting product to even think of it. And today's general well-being and general fad is to be healthy. I think cooking in a utensil like this should be the first step for everyone actually. I mean, what is the point of going to gyms and taking supplements if you're not taking the first step correct? And I think that's the way we see this product as. Now moving ahead, we have shared the vision with us for SHISU. You've also shared your major likes and dislikes. The young entrepreneurs also want to understand what is the life of a successful businessman. How do you manage work-life balance? I mean, is it like all work and no play, or do you have your time for your families? And how do you manage that, sir?
You see, this work-life balance is a new fad line, which has been traveling around in the last 3 to 4 years. But I had believed in this not just last 3 to 4 years, because this was something which I practiced many, many years when I was beginning my career itself. Because if you want to practice your work-life balance, there is nothing that is written that this is how it has to be done. It's all in your mind and how you do it and what you prioritize. Okay. If you have your prioritizing right, you have a beautiful balance. Okay. Your daughter is as important as the lady who's doing extremely well in your business. Okay. So you need to spend time for both. Okay. If you call yourself a good manager, that's the tagline. If you call yourself a good manager, then you must know how to have this work-life balance. If somebody says that I'm a workaholic, I only read that guy as a guy who has alcohol at work. You understood? For me, that's the definition of a workaholic. Because if you're only doing work, and then I simply don't understand for what. Okay. So work-life balance is actually very, very important, because that's what makes the person to come back the next day morning.
True.
The excitement to come back, the excitement to get nourished, the excitement to take something away, to learn, all that comes only when you have a fantastic work-life balance. There's a saying, everything starts at home.
True.
To make it easier, they say charity begins at home.
True.
So if you want to do anything very successful, please keep your home front perfect, because they are the ones who actually support you to get your visions, your missions, your organization's goal, actually to reach there. But if you don't have that, it is a challenge at home and it is a challenge at the workplace also. So you're totally stressed out, and home is the best de-stressor.
Wow. I think the conversation between us is actually going on the correct track, and where we shared the vision for the SHISU. One thing, in Indian direct selling is an obvious question that comes up is, how do you see the environment for the direct selling in terms of legal? That is probably the first question that I want to ask. And second is, what do you think are challenges that Indian companies have not gone ahead and abroad and established themselves pretty well? I mean, we do have US companies, Europe companies coming to India, but we hardly find Indian companies going abroad and setting up the business model. So what is your take on it, sir?
Yeah, let me first answer the first question that you have mentioned regarding the legal part of the direct selling operations in India. You see, the systems which has been laid by the Consumer Affairs, not actually laid, guided by, are actually very fairly laid down rules and regulations. It's just that sometimes some smart aleck wants to, twist and, bend it according to the convenience of his or her own organization. Otherwise, I feel that most of the states, and thanks to the various organizations which has been playing a very strong role in the last 3 to 4 years to put in a kind of a system to help not only the company, but most importantly, to help the direct seller. Okay. And I feel that's the right way, because That way, the whole concept of direct selling is encouraged, and more people will be a part of this direct selling companies once they feel their rights is very securely governed by the government.
True.
So I feel it's good. Now coming to the second half of the question, why don't Indian companies travel and spread abroad? Okay, I must say there are companies of late which have started. Okay, Vestige is one. They have moved and started operations in Dubai and of course many other places. They have their plans. Okay, so what I feel is if you have a good product and if you have a good system and if you have the vision to start, I think countries like Bangladesh, Sri Lanka are all huge market as far as our cookware is concerned. Okay. We have our eyes on them.
Okay.
And we are trying to see first, let's take care of this 1.5 billion because that's big enough, much more bigger than many of the couple of countries put together.
True.
So we have a whole lot in our plate as of now to take care first. But yes, simultaneously we would like to spread our tentacles to our neighboring countries.
Great. Sir, I think the amount of information that you have, I mean, it will not be conducive enough to, just close it in this 30-45 minute session. I think we will have to again get back to you with so many information that you have with you because with the experience of 30 years. If we have to ask you for giving an advice to young entrepreneurs, people who are watching this channel, what would that be, sir?
See, there's a saying, before you take the plunge, okay, first of all, you need to understand yourself completely. What are you diving into? Okay. I must say, Rahul, many of them, don't reach where they want to be is because they have not done their homework on what business they want to do.
True.
It's just because their uncle told them or the neighbor told them or the dad told them, and they just do it just like that. But I feel that today's entrepreneurs are on a better platform because they have various tools like the Google, the social media, the network, where they can do a lot of homework before they really want to take a particular entrepreneurship. Okay. It's not money. Earlier, it used to be, if I have the money, I can do business. Today, there are many businesses that you can do without money. But you need to have the information on how to do it. And the information is available abundantly, free of cost.
On this note, that the message that Pradeep sir has given us to all the entrepreneurs, that preparation is the key. How well you are prepared, how ready you are for the business would be key to your success. But with a very positive point, that with growth of social media, your business can grow amazingly well. With this, we come to an end to our show. Thank you so much, Pradeep sir, for giving us time.
Thank you, Mr. Rahul.
And looking forward to many more sessions with you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, me too. Thank you.
दोस्तों, आपने देखा किस तरीके से प्रदीप जी ने एंटरप्रेन्योर के लिए एक नया पॉइंट दिया कि प्लानिंग से ही उनको सक्सेस प्राप्त हो सकता है. This will be our end of our show. Keep watching Rahul Sudan Value Podcast for many more interactions like this. Thank you.